Crim here with another episode of Baldur's Gate. Sorry for the delay again. Still getting over being sick, and also Windows updated, and for some reason it like messed up all of my USB settings. And I think I mentioned this a while back, but I have the external SSD, and it's plugged into a USB, and it seems like it's like turned off all of the like serial buses or whatever with this, because a lot of times it doesn't recognize my USB devices. It's kind of weird. Like I don't want to get too far into it, but like the microphone keeps on resetting the audio every time I plug it in and all that stuff, so I don't know. Windows breaks stuff constantly.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey.
Right. So I went ahead and leveled up Shadow Hearts just so I could get this Greater Restoration, so I could get rid of the curse that was on me, so I can get my Constitution back, because Constitution kind of important for me. This episode we're gonna go take down what's his name in his nice tower, Lorroakan or whatever his name is. If I remember that right off the top of my head, that is impressive. I think I did actually. Alright, so let's go to, is it Basilisk Gate or the Lower City? I think it's just Baldur's Gate in general. I think it might be the Lower City though. Just looking for one that said Markets.
Why did you stop killing me?
Yep, no, this is the wrong location, but I think it's close. What was the name? Yeah, it was Lower City, like I thought. Now we have to go deal with Lorroakan. We do not have Silence, I believe. Silence is like the best way to deal with him. I don't care right now though. Hopefully it won't be an issue. But yeah, Silence, you just cast it on him and he can't do any retaliation spells. That was one of the things that they actually updated, because previously when I first did this fight, whenever the game first came out, I actually fought him, and he would counterspell, or he would do counterattacks every single time you did anything to him, even while he was silenced. It was so annoying. But they updated that because what he does is technically a spell. So, anyway, this will be a fun fight, and after this, I think we're just gonna, like, explore around a little bit, wrap up some stuff, maybe start the hag thing. I say we got about 20 episodes left of this, just guessing. And then I gotta figure out what to start recording next. That's one reason I tried out the Elden Ring thing, and I'm probably gonna try out Claire Obscura as well. Maybe Final Fantasy Tactics.
What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the night song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The Night Song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aelin, and you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aelin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction, that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
I just came here to watch. Yeah, I'm gonna select this. There's actually a cutscene where, like, she just goes up and snaps his spine. I don't know if that prevents the fight or if that's just something that happens at the end. I don't remember. But I'm curious.
Do not play. Do not jest. We have come to square, so speak, O loathsome one.
Yeah, no. She got mad because I said that. Not that big of a deal. But I figured she'd just go up there and do it. She has some anger issues, honestly. I mean, I get it. She's been trapped a while, but, you know, what's a while for an immortal? Honestly. I guess being in constant pain probably didn't help either, because she was like being all the pain being redirected to her. So there's that too, I guess.
Forgive me for that impudence.
My steel-hearted friend speaks
Astarion,
true.
piss off.
Give me one good reason, Magus. Why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aelin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Seluna, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason.
Yeah, it's over for you, wizard. You can't overpower both of us.
A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible. Boy, at the ready. Once I've taken control of the Asimar, she must go directly into the caging rooms.
No, Master Lorroakan. I would never have assisted you if I knew you planned such horrors. You lied to get the Night Song here. Made us all believe she was nothing but a relic. I have seen what true leadership can accomplish, but never under your tutelage.
Watch your tongue, you child. I could make it such that no wizard in the realm will touch you.
If they're all like you, I think that sounds like an excellent bargain.
Oh, face us, charlatan! We who detest you so!
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. The way to get her to just come in and snap his spine. It's supposed to be like a stealth attack or whatever. I don't remember. Anyway, we are going to, unfortunately, have to walk all the way around because Asterion decided to be in front of us. Thanks, Asterion. Thanks so much for that. Can I just jump? I'm gonna jump. Hi there. How's it going? Let's see. I'm just gonna do nothing out of the ordinary here. Totally not out of the ordinary. Where can I take you? I guess I can take you over here.
Need to learn the hard way.
Hey there. Just hold still. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, I hate this fight. I absolutely hate this fight so much. It's an extremely difficult fight just because of this guy. If you don't have silence, it's annoying. If you have silence, it's easy after they updated it. But before the update, this is what I had to do. I'm just showing you what to do, I guess, if you do not have silence. Ideally, you'd have silence, though. Ideally, you would have silence. Let's see, where's a good spot? Too high. If only we had another action. Only. Yeah, we can't really do anything with that. Maybe if we position ourselves this way. It's kind of hard to get him down there without throwing him out here. Too high, too high, too high. Whatever. We're just going to try and do the madness on him, and he's probably going to counter me. Well, that wasn't that bad, actually. I thought it was a lot worse. Huh. Normally, it's, like, ridiculous what he does. Oh, that's more like it. That's more like what he normally does. where he counters really, really hard. And yeah, he doesn't actually play the rules fairly. Like, he cheats. He actually does legitimately cheat, because you're only supposed to really get one attack of opportunity or reaction or whatever. He has infinite reactions. Just full-on infinite reactions. I've tried it before. I've tried to see how many reactions he has. Literally an infinite amount of reactions. Which is honestly bullshit, considering how hard they all hit. Okay, well, just go in there and hope for the best. Go stabby stab. Get hit. Dodge it. So yeah, that's one reason I don't mind doing that. And he was a lot harder originally because, like I said, he would still do the reactions through silence. They had it now to where if you cast silence on him, he won't do the reactions. Which makes it a lot easier. Did I have push and I just didn't know it? Whatever. Not that big of a deal. It's gonna go ahead and stab you again. And yeah, I will paralyze you. And that's the end of the fight for you. But we still have to deal with the others. So I'm gonna save. Because the others can make this a really hard fight.
I will ascend.
Alright. I don't think we bound our weapon. Not the biggest deal in the world. I mean, 3 XP. Probably shouldn't be doing that to them, but who cares? Same with you. I don't want to throw any of my elemental weapons because I don't want to start dealing damage to my allies. That might be required. Considering that's not doing enough damage to matter. And I can't throw you, obviously. So, yeah, I guess we'll throw this. That might be far enough away, and you're a water one and this is electric. Yeah, so that's actually decent. It helps that it was a crit. Okay, and a fight with you. Sleet Storm actually I don't think does anything because I believe these guys can't be knocked prone. Pretty sure they're immune to that. I think. Wait, are they? Okay, can't be shoved, thrown, or used as improvised weapons, but it doesn't mention that they can't be knocked prone. So, Sleet Storm, I guess. Yeah, so he got mental fatigue. It's not that big a deal. It's actually kind of a big deal. But whatever. And not enough space. What if I move? You know, what if I just move? Really? Still not enough space? Can I not grapple that thing too? It's not even an elemental, it's a construct. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and wild shape, and we are going to turn into a dragon. I think I mentioned that I could do this, but I never actually showed that I could do this. And they added this entire extra hotbar, I guess, for that stuff, which I didn't even know about until now. I saw that they had updated the celestial stuff. I didn't know how they updated it, but I guess that's how. Yeah, we'll try that. Yeah, it didn't do anything. Go figure. Oh no, he's still paralyzed. Yeah, it's immune to prone. I thought it would be. Because, I mean, they're obviously flying. But when I saw that it didn't say anything about it, I was like, well, maybe they aren't. Maybe you should, like, just apply logic to it and see that, no, they're definitely flying. Oh, no. Yeah, it helps that he doesn't have any legendary actions. If he did have legendary actions, obviously the silence, and just throw him over the railing down to the area down below and deal with him later. Because you can take out everyone else in the room and then go after him later. Like, just throwing stuff down to him. It's the easiest way to deal with him. I mean, good night.
Count on me.
And I guess we will use this on you. Off balance. Not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and Rajay. Yeah, I don't get to attack on that one, unfortunately. But I do get to take this potion, and then I get to attack. And then I get a lucky crit on you. Did I get a second crit? Was that 2 crits in a row? Awesome. I'm not gonna complain about that. Oh no, you did 0 and 1 damage, and then 0 and 0 damage. Why did she take no damage? That's actually kind of ridiculous. I didn't realize that that was a thing that she could do. Asterion, you're pretty much cooked. So why don't you just sit tight here? Yeah, just sit tight.
We'll do it my way.
Just, you know. Oh wait, you don't have the Umbral Shadow anymore? Not this game, I swear. Does it show that it's lit up? Yeah, it's lit up. It's super lit. It shouldn't have even let me use Umbral Shadow then. I mean, did that count as take? I guess that's a bonus action, so never mind, never mind. I'm complaining about things. I think it's more like the monk. The Shadow Monk has the ability to do the same thing. Only you can do a lot more stuff. So he has like the much weaker version of what the Shadow Monk has. Oh well. Not that big of a deal. I'm just a little annoyed by myself not noticing simple stuff. As per usual, I always forget to read my skills. Game seems a little laggy right now. No idea why.
Let my name be known.
So it can't be pushed, and yet I just pushed the thing. Uh-huh, cool. Whatever you say. And we will use... No, we aren't gonna use Second Wind. Shield of Faith on... How about on you? Just to give you a little bit more AC. And you, I want to go ahead and do my breath attack on us. Just take out us. We don't need them. Alright, go ahead and use breath attack on you. It doesn't do much, but it's something. No, well, I don't think these guys count as that. Do we have a dead body somewhere? That's too far away. Well, you know what? Why don't we just go ahead and summon woodland beings? Yeah, that's a fun thing to do. I don't know if I've shown this ability or not, but it's actually pretty ridiculous, because this summon right here has a summon of its own. You know, for a legendary being, you are extremely weak. Oh, that was fast. Of course, I think I weakened it tremendously. Oh wait, no, that was the other one. Yeah, he has his own special mage armor. It's pretty nice. I'm sorry, did she cast the pillar on top of me? Am I taking damage because of her stupid pillar? I better not be taking damage because of that stupid pillar, I'll tell you that right now.
The hammer's gonna fall.
Alright. That's one more down. And I think there's just, what, 2 left? And, can I reach either of them? Well, sort of. I mean, it's better than nothing. End turn. Does that attack just not do anything? I'm half expecting that to actually do something, and then I look at it and it does absolutely nothing. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, we'll try this. I don't think you bleed though, so actually let's just attack normal. It'd be kind of weird to bleed a stone. We'll try it, just cause. Yeah, you're sluggard. What does sluggard even mean? Sluggardly. It is a weird... Okay, whatever. I'm sure it's a real term, and I just don't know. That is a weird term. Oh no, us. Don't take damage. Yeah, Yeah, I forget that I could just stab things. Totally forgot that I can just do that. And, of course, you know, I summon my companion thing, and kind of not even necessary, the way it looks. Yeah, what else can I do? I guess get rid of Sleet Storm. And... I don't know. I'll just touch you. There, you got mental fatigue. Enjoy that. Come on, Us. You could have gotten the finish. Oh, you didn't even need to attack. You could just walked into the zone. Anyway, this is what I was going to show. Where is it? Where is it? I know you have a summon somewhere, right? Yeah, right there. Summon a Woodwoad. So yeah, it's a summon that has a summon, which is really nice. And then she can use Strength and Shillelagh on herself, and can go smack stuff. But the Woodwoad is decent by itself, so it's whatever. Dude, why you gotta do that? Now we gotta go and fight the thing. Like, come on, man. It was like one hit away from dying, and now you knocked that thing down there. Ah, great. That is actually annoying. Why did you do that? Alright, well, night. Why do you want to jump down there? I mean, you can, I guess, because you can fly, I guess. But why do you not just shoot right there? Okay, cool. It's kind of annoying. Alright, jump down, I guess. Of course, that might... No, you know what? You know what? No. Asterion? Misty step down there and shoot him, because I want Karlach up here in case there's a cutscene. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of traps down here that go off if we come down here too early.
He's dead. God. He's really dead.
Lorroakan. You who would see me
No, here's the
caged.
cutscene. Okay.
You who would purchase my submission with profane gold.
Yeah, I thought she would do
Let
this just by default.
every wicked magus, every vile murtherer, each slaver and misery merchant see. Dame Aelin is watching. She is indomitable. And when her face lights the shadows of your wrongdoing, you are broken by its beauty.
I wonder if something special would happen if Gale was here for that. Just to show him what hubris happens, what happens with it. Okay, stop being lethargic, please.
Hey!
Cool. Alright, let's talk to everyone. And I think, you know, honestly, the episode might be pretty short, but we're going to
Time for a natter.
probably
The
rest.
firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel... sadness. Why?
Well, perhaps smiting's lost its pleasures.
Say it can't be so. For I am Selûne's sword. And ever must be. Battle has tired my mind. Made me susceptible to flights of fancy. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. And you, tiefling, you did not embarrass yourself. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you.
Yeah, later to you too, I guess. I literally thought that said bones, but it said blood after she said that. Hey, you got some cool stuff on you. That's mine now. And you know what? It's the damnedest thing. Somebody had this idea to leave the mask of shapeshifting on instead of changing to another thing. So now they have access to shapeshifting whenever they want without having to change it in, because somebody doesn't know to pay attention to what they have equipped off camera. But yeah, that's nice. Speak with dead. I'm totally a different tiefling.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
How did you become the owner of this place? How did you learn to imprison the Night Song? Who is more powerful, you or your apprentice? And where do you store your valuables? So we're gonna go for the imprisoned Night Song.
Ramesses notes. Balthazar's magic.
Okay, and how did you come to own this place?
Ramesses gone. Open for the taking.
Who is Ramethus? Or where did he go?
The corpse remains silent.
You don't know. I didn't think so.
It does.
Powerful mage.
The corpse pauses, perhaps resisting the truth.
That bloody tiefling.
The spell's power wanes.
Nice. Well, we're gonna end this. Excuse me, I got something to do with this. Excuse me, I got something to do with this. Would I have actually thrown him off over here? Or is this not possible on this side? I think if I shoved him... Yeah, a shove would have been fine, but a throw would not have been fine. So yeah, that's what we would have had to do. I wanted to make sure. And I think she did actually have a shove left in her. I just didn't... I didn't pay attention. So yeah, on the topic of games to play whenever this is done, Final Fantasy XIV is also on the table, but that might just be like something to stream.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Because I've been playing 14 for a long time, and I've decided to get back into it. I'm like a year behind with all the
What's the
content,
story?
but yeah, it's something to do. Hey, Roland, how's it going? I just gotta figure out what games I want to play next that are still on.
Lorroakan is dead. The bastard is dead. I am. Now that the bastard's in bits. Lorroakan was a cruel and vicious man. By day, I'd tend the shop, but at night, he'd fire the most nonsensical questions at me. And for every one I answered wrong, he'd beat me. I could have killed him with my own two hands. But I kept thinking it was all a test. It had to be. I thought it was the price I had to pay to become a true wizard. I realize now he was just a sick, sick man.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he's dead now, it's over, and you've won. Congratulations.
I have. With your considerable help. I see things clearly now. If I wish to master the weave, I must do it myself. Thankfully, I have everything I need. Right here.
Yeah, all hair Roland. Master of Ramesith's tower, I guess.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I do indeed. I'll move Cal and Leah in immediately. Lorroakan refused to let them stay here. They are gonna love the tower.
Nice.
I wouldn't have this, the tower, my family, without you. What can I do to thank you?
Yeah, city's under siege, so I need allies,
And you'll have me.
I guess.
I'll learn everything I can about the tower in the meantime, even if I have to rip this place apart. But know this. Ramesith's tower and its master are now your friends. And when the time comes, we will stand by you as allies.
Yep. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I need to find some games that are like on brand for what my channel is mostly doing now, which is, I guess, tactics and RPG games, and I guess a lot of like fantasy-ish games like Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, and any adjacent things like that.
Listen.
Do you have stuff I can buy?
I won't hide behind.
No, I can't buy anything. Oh, that's a shame. Now, there's a lot of stuff in here to loot, which, honestly, I don't feel like doing right now. I will loot it, just not right now, because you gotta go downstairs, you gotta do this Okay, fine, I'll do it. I talked myself into it, because I'm here. I talked myself into it. I will do a short rest, though.
Enough time wasted. Battle awaits.
Can we jump? Yeah, we can jump. Hopefully everyone else can join us. Or no one. Literally no one. Oh, cool. You actually decided to take damage to come down here. Normally they don't do that. Alright, let's see. Asterion is through this door. Yeah, there's different plaques here that do different things. Like on the ground here, there was this one. I didn't bother reading it. It's artillery. It just summons it like a giant cannon off the side of this thing. I think. If I recall correctly. Why don't we use our melee weapon?
Down the hatch.
Cool. Now we're in.
Be careful. There are traps around.
Yeah, those only go off if I
Avoid that trap.
mess up stuff, I think. I'll go ahead and take all that. Vaults. I think this teleports me. Maybe down there or something, I don't remember. And I think you can also jump on this furniture to get down here. I just didn't, that's all. Well, that's vaults. There should be one for cleaning. Get rid of the corpses and such. Security is the one that you do not want to turn on, because that activates all the lasers that start shooting you. Below. Okay, that's the one that takes me down below. Maybe the vaults was the one that tells me, teleports me down to the place I already was before. Like, last episode. And below is the one that gets me down here. But there is some stuff down here that I at least want to look at. And I think... Oh, we're almost done leveling up. We have one more to go after this. We're going to level up Asterion. I don't remember which route I was going with him. Okay, I don't know what that pop wolf is about, but sure. Unconfirmed whatevers. So you're going Ranger? I guess Ranger. I guess. Longstrider. Just so I have it on. Silence. Yeah, we'll go Longstrider, because that's a ritual cast, just to have it. I mean, the other stuff is whatever. Because I always need Longstrider, and I don't want to go to camp to get my camp buffer, because that's just such a pain to do. I should, but I just don't. And, of course, this is going to probably take, like, 50 minutes just to get through this. I forgot that there is a bug in the game where it takes a really, really long time to level up characters in unison. It was added with the recent patch, and they haven't fixed it. So, as you saw there, it took several seconds to get here, so we're going to back out of this, and I'll deal with the level ups later, because what I've been having to do is separate the party and level them up one by one, so it doesn't do that. Because it will wait on every single one of them. I don't really need the levels ups right now anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Go ahead and take that. Oh, I didn't realize that was hollow. For some reason, I thought that that was a... Never mind. Asclisk? Huh, never seen that note before. I mean, Karsus, I guess I'll read it. Whoop-de-doo. And I notice all of this stuff is flagged as stealing. So I wonder if I bring the coal miner over here, if it makes things a lot easier for me. I don't know. Probably not.
How considerate.
The stolen tag probably disappears whenever Roland actually officially moves in. But technically, he's not here yet.
What's that?
I don't know. Disarm it. Thank you for the vault key. And thank you for the Sorcerer's Sundry's mystery door key. I guess that goes to the ward. Hey, you're not gonna inspect this? Okay, well, I'm gonna save. Cool. And I think we have to choose now between the staff or the robes. I don't remember. We're gonna... Okay, we might be able to get both. You barely got that because you don't have the arcane proficiency to even do this. So let me check my characters.
Very quiet.
C is not for characters in this game. The arcane proficiency, wherever that would be. Where am I looking for that? I have no idea where arcane proficiency would be. I assumed it would be here. There it is, arcane. So you have +4.
I'd love to, thanks.
Karlach is 0.
Eager for battle.
-2. And 0. We're off to a great start. So, how about you equip the Int's crown? Just for now. I don't know if it'll actually help you any, though. Yeah, oh yeah, that helped you. That helped you tremendously. Because you don't need the Scorching Ray. I never use the Scorching Ray. I always forget that it exists. And, excuse me. I just need a buff. It did not give me a buff, though. That's a shame. I was hoping I'd get happy from biting the plants. Apparently veggies don't count for vampires. Who would have thunk? Alright, go ahead and give myself guidance again. Barely got it. If I did not equip that crown, I would not have gotten that. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, give me the robes of the weave, which is like super broken, best in slot. And the staff, which is super broken, best in slot. I think there's something like monkey grip where you can like equip 2 staves at once, and it's like crazy. So yeah, how is this good? I remember this being good. So it gives an extra +1 bonus to spell save DC and spell attacks. The lock... Oh, yeah, the lock's pretty good. So the next spell doesn't consume a spell slot, which means you could cast like multiple level 6s, I guess. Maybe use this on, if this works the way I'm thinking, put this on Will, because he has very few like spell slots to begin with, and he just gets an extra spell slot, because why not? The favor looks almost like Armor of Agathis? No, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's some type of like special armor though. It's got like the frost symbol on it. So it's probably just an elemental lock. How about we send these to Asterion? And he opens these while I'm still here. So go ahead and lockpick.
Let's crack it open.
While we're here. One item in there. I usually just break the locks, because this isn't Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. In Wrath of the Righteous, if you did that, you'd actually break the stuff in there. But I don't have to worry about this here. Nice. Alright. I think that's everything in this tower, honestly.
What a charmer.
Can't think of much else that's down here. It's actually worth getting. Oh,
Phew.
the weave robes. We should probably look at the weeb robes.
Keep your distance, darling.
I grabbed them on
Burn yourself.
Karlach, didn't I? Yeah. So the robes of the weave does the same thing as the staff, which is really nice. And when entering a watery surface, they gain 1d6, so which is really nice, especially for my character right now. I mean, honestly, this is a really good item for Karlach. The spell thing, not that important, but the health regen from entering watery surfaces... Hold on. Oh, I can't read. I saw wearer and water, and I was like, oh yeah, enters... Yeah, no, I'm stupid. I don't know if you know that or not. My reading comprehension, for some reason, goes up and down on its own. I thought that said watery surfaces. Yeah, no, it's whenever they succeed in a spell saving throw against a spell. Yeah, that's not as good. The first part's good, but not the second part. Second part's rarely going to ever happen, to be honest. Advantage on saving throws against spells, cool, I guess. And you gain +1 spells, +1 attack. I think the idea is that you use this one and this one in combination with these ones, and it just makes it to where your spells constantly work. So like if I don't know, can I do this? Can I dual wield staffs? I know there's a way too, but it might be a feat. that you have to take. One of the random feats that you can get. I'll deal with that later. And next episode I'll talk about it, because I might have to change Will to that, just to have maximum spell capability, or I might make Gale do that. Let's leave this area. Alright, let's see. Nothing really of value in here.
Let's go.
We are going to teleport to Grey Harbor Docks, I think? Yeah, Grey Harbor Docks. And we're going to get ready to start the Hag quest. The Hag quest we're going to take care of next episode, just because I want to keep things pretty much as consistent and, like, succinct as possible. So I don't want to be doing a bunch of random stuff. Okay, so I'm actually way in the wrong location. I have to come over here. And for the Hag quest, the easiest way to do it, the first part of it, is you need an alchemist. I've got one at camp. And you need to have the ability to remove curse. And I don't have that, so I'm going to have to rest. So, we're going to get there, at least, and talk about the plan for next time. The Hag quest, it starts off with a sort of like a fight-ish thing, not really much of a fight. And afterwards, you have to do a little bit of a investigation thing to figure out what's going on and such. And after that, there's like a whole rigmarole where you're trying to figure out, oh, is this person telling the truth? What's going on here? And all that stuff. And I'll just say, I'm going to metagame it, because I've done this quest so many times, I don't care. I know that's a pretty messed up thing to say, but essentially, you can craft a potion from the Hag thing, and when you throw it at the Hag has an issue. And it basically, like, simplifies a lot of the stuff, and it's actually probably the more useful way to approach the Hag thing, because honestly, I think I got the Hag hair this time, but whenever I initially had done this, I had killed the Hag on my very first playthrough here, and I had spoke with Dead with him, and as far as I knew at the time, I figured that if you speak with Dead on someone, it prevents them from being resurrected. That's what I assumed at the time. So I was like, alright, well, it's allowing me to use Speak with Dead, that means that'll be in the end of it. And no, she comes back. And the problem with that is, I feel like in Act 3, there was actually supposed to be a whole coven of hags. There's supposed to be 3 of them, at least. That never happened, because Act 3, they cut a lot of stuff. Like, why is there a tree growing through this building? Like, Act 3 is good, but it's got a lot of weird, design choices that I don't really know if they were looking too closely at whenever they were designing a tree, 2 trees even, growing through a building. Wait, hold on. There's more. There's another tree over here. And another, I think these ones are actually intentional. But this one, okay, I gotta wrap it up. Otherwise, I'm gonna complain about everything. This is Crim signing out. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to let me know. And next time, we're gonna take care of the Hag. And whenever this is over, I'm still deciding on what game to hop to next. But yeah, I'll figure something out.